EA Sports is continuing with their Ultimate Legends promo by releasing Kevin Greene, and now we're going to have to make a decision. I'm going to tell you what that decision is going to be and how it's going to affect your team and why you should be already almost done, or if you're not done, be, playing these solos to get your free Ultimate Legend, because it's going to pay off in the end. That and more coming at you right now. Alright, so now with the release of Kevin Greene, a lot of you guys are asking me, because I tweeted it out, I wanted to know what your feedback was. If you guys are not following me on Twitter right now, just go ahead and click the link right in the description box, right there at the top. You can go ahead and follow me on Twitter. That's where I pretty much tweet out what's going on with Ultimate Team and other games that I'm playing actively at GmiasWorld Gaming. You can also subscribe to that channel if you want things other than Madden. But what we're going to be talking about right now is Kevin Greene, right? When you look at my left outside linebacker position, we're going to look at Von Miller. Now, this is the problem that we have, and a lot of you guys are starting to notice that EA is focusing a lot more on legends. And some of you guys have some really interesting questions, like, Gmias, should we pursue more legends than current players? And, it really got me thinking, because obviously, like I tell you guys, I don't want to encourage you guys to do something that I would not do myself. But what I'm starting to figure right now is that it is all about the legends. Now, if you're more of a current player type, it probably won't work out for you in the long run with the way that everything is going, especially with golden tickets. The one thing that I'll tell you is this, right? Even with the release of players like Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Donald, and things like that, you're still not going to get the effect that you would otherwise get from a legend. And I'm going to explain to you why, as far as like the legends rushing and the legends pass defense and stuff like that. The perks and stuff you get from the legends far more outweigh what you get from regular cards. So with all these new legends that are being released currently, you might want to start to get your hands on some of them and to get that +1 speed that comes with the upgrades to that whole chemistry, which I'm going to touch on in a second. Now I want you to look over here at Von Miller, right? The left outside linebacker. With Kevin Greene being released, he is I don't want to say a lot slower, but 92 speed is chemmed. He's at an 89 before the +3. I believe Kevin Greene is somewhere around that as well. I also want to point out that it is his original power-up that gets him to his next level. So we're not doing the whole Calvin Johnson thing with the new power-up. His original power-up is what you would add his card to. Now, when you look at this card, right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to evaluate it. We're going to go ahead. We're going to stamp that print in our mind. See the 92 speed, 93 excel, 99 tackle, all that stuff like that, right? Let's stamp that in our brains real quick. Now from there, we're going to actually go back. I'm going to go to my item binder and we're going to take a look at Kevin Greene's power-up card and we're going to see what he's maxed out at. Because and I'll also, when I go back to that screen, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about as far as the Legends Pass defense and why it benefits those cards more than the current cards, and why in the long run, having Legends will make your team ultimately a better team. All right, so look, let's go over to the item binder. I'm going to go to the power-ups. Now, all of these power-ups are free currently. You could just go and play the solo if you haven't already. Some of you guys have already played the solo and sold the power-up, because usually on certain days, early when the game first came out, people didn't realize you could play the solo. And they were just buying them off the jump. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, oh, it's there? All right, let me go buy it. And that's what a lot of people were doing. You can see I've been getting rid of a lot of cards, so I have a lot of power-up passes that are flowing right there. That's going to become very, very useful to me coming soon if I decide to revamp. I am really leaning towards starting a whole new like Legends passing on offense and Legends pass defense, because I'm seeing the effects of it just looking at it, that it could have great impact on the squad. So we're going to be talking about that as well. But let's just focus on the Kevin Greene right now and see if it's worth it to get rid of Von Miller. So he should be like a 74 overall power-up, I think he was, right? Okay, see, I have a couple of them because I actually pulled them through those. You remember the packs that I told you guys to pull with exchange? When you go ahead and you try to get like the 74s and the 80s and stuff like that, you just trade in the gold cards, whatever it is. I showed you guys how to get these power-ups if you didn't, or if you already sold one that you had, or if you just wanted one. You could just use some of the cards that you have and then in turn, possibly pull these power-ups when they're going for more coins. But obviously, he's going to be cheap right now. I'm never going to check his price. He should be cheap because everybody either already has it done and just has like miscellaneous ones up there, or nobody really cares about the card. I just want to show you something, right? When you look at this card right here, this is what you're going to ultimately get. So Von Miller is a 92. I'm trying to go by the stamp. He's a 92, right? And that means that his original speed is like an 89 when he's chem. So this guy would be a 90. when you add the +3 with the sprinter, and you add the sprinter and the John Madden coach gives you +3 speed. So that's what you would get. He would be a 90 speed. But I want you to just take a look at what would happen, right? His finesse moves and his power moves, if we went Legends passing, that's going to go up. The finesse moves is going to go automatically, 99 because you get 3. The power moves is going to go 97. All right? I'm going to take you through that in a second to kind of give you some insight into why the Legends is probably the way to go. And a lot of us, like I was just building my team based on things that I wanted. But if you guys have been watching my most recent streams, I'm going to start playing a lot of sag defense and I'm going to start rushing 3 people. Because rushing 3 people in Madden 19 is equivalent to rushing 9 people. So that's what we're going to have to do. And we're going to need players like this to kind of change up what we're doing. You see what I'm saying? With this right here, right? You just notice, remember this. I want you to go ahead and stamp this in your mind. Also, ching ching, bro, snap it. All right? Try to remember that because I won't remember anything that's here. Once I go out of this part, I'm not going to know what's going on. All right? We're not going to worry about the press and all that kind of stuff like that because he's a lineman. He would ultimately be on the D line. All right, so now we're going to go ahead. We're going to back out of this. And now we have a decision to make. All right? Because if we go this route, there is no turning back. I just want to make that very, very clear. Once you go this route, there is no turning back with this. You gotta, it's full throttle. You're going all the way. You know what I'm saying? So once we look at this and we see what's happening, keep in mind though, he would probably be a 91 speed because when we do the Legends passing, he would get an additional +1 speed once we do the 30. All right, now that we saw all of that, we're gonna go over to the defensive side of the ball and we are going to click on Von Miller. All right, we're going to take a look at it again just so you guys see what's happening with it. 92 speed, 99 tackle, all that good stuff, right? All right, now look. When we press the square button, if you're on PS4, it's X if you're on Xbox One, we're going to go ahead, we're going to go to the upgrade page. And I'm going to show you exactly what I've been thinking about ever since I realized, like, you know what? I'm not going to be playing, I'm not going to be blitzing unless it's, necessary. I'm only going to be playing sag defense and just covering everybody. And then you're just going to have to, it's the way the game is designed. And ultimately, when you watch, the guys that compete for money play, you'll see that they play a lot of, 3-3-5 normal out of nickel. Some of the guys were playing... some of the other guys, 3-3-5 normal. You have some guys playing nickel blitz. Other variations of different defenses. It consisted of the nickel. I didn't see any nickel odd, I don't believe, during the most recent tournament because after they patched the loop and everything like that, you can still get pressure, but it's not the same thing. It's better off if you still run nickel 3-3-5 odd to just rush 4 people and just let them block shed if you were going to still run that defense. But in my opinion, it's not beneficial to you because if you get a guy that understands, if you're running that, you just have to come out in single back and run dive. And it's going to eat that defense up because they can't really do much because they took away the power of the contain. The contain no longer rushes, so they just stand up and be idiots, and that's what happened. So I would just come out, run single back dive, and it'll eat it up. And then if they stay in it, just make it a slow game and wind it down. You know what I'm saying? Because the defense, depending on how they run it, it can still get sheds. So now that we look at this, he's not a legend. I got to go to a legend. I have to make sure that I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Right now, you can see that they have run stuff that's active on them. Let's go to Lawrence Taylor. Or even Sean Taylor. Let's go to Sean Taylor. All right, let's take a look at him. We're going to look at Legends passing. All right? So why would I use Legends passing instead of, using, the Legends pass defense instead of using Legend rush defense? Let me explain that. Even though you would get block shed and hit power and stuff like that from the rush defense would not be as beneficial because when you add, both of them will give you +1 speed when you have 30 of them. But this is the situation, right? With the pass defense, that finesse move and power moves going to the entire team will make your corners out of this world. Especially a guy like Sean Taylor who has high block shed. If you increase the finesse moves by 3, his press by 3, his power moves by 3, he's not getting blocked. You see what I'm saying? It makes your secondary wild because it goes to every legend that has it. So it's going to make those players very, very ideal, which is why, I'm thinking at this point, it makes sense to invest in legends because the legends are never going to be as expensive as the current players, and you can always take advantage of them by, people are going to always look at the name of the player, so you can get rid of them easier than you could of a player right now. Even though Mahomes is very expensive, once an Ultimate Legend quarterback is released, his price will not remain the same, and it will continue to drop as more Ultimate Legends are released. But I just wanted to point this out to you because a lot of you guys have already had this done. The reason that I wasn't doing it earlier was simply because I didn't have a lot of Legends. Now that I'm getting all these other legends and I'm actually, you know, playing with them and stuff like that, it makes sense for us to go this route now to increase our catch, our zone coverage, man coverage, all that stuff. So now look, let me just explain this again. You're going to get plus whatever. It's going to be plus 3. How much man coverage is that? That's 1, 2, that's 3, right? 1, 2, it's plus 3 man, plus 3 zone. Okay, so you're going to be getting all of that plus 3 man, plus 3 zone. I think you get plus 3 catch, which increases all those guys. So most of your players are going to be 99 overall with Legend Pass D. Your legends are going to be 99. All right, especially if you have the right legend. Some of them won't be right now, but the next legend upgrade, they will be. But on top of all of that, instead of just having a regular chem, you get the additional speed. Now, with Sean Taylor, he's already chemmed to a 99 speed because he gets a sprinter and John Madden coach. All right, guys, so just pay attention to that. But look at this. As a safety, he's going to get plus 3 to finesse moves and plus 3 more to power moves. Not only that, he has a 94 block shedding. So he's already wild and savage. It's a really, really wild situation that's going on. But ultimately, what I want you guys to understand is this. When you build your team based on the legends, if we decide to go this route, because this is where I'm leaning, guys, I'm really deciding on going straight legends passing, or legends pass defense, and just taking the plus 1 speed and just revamping my whole entire team. Like, I'm at that point right now where I don't even care. Like, it's that serious right now, because what's happening is when you look at what you get from Lockdown, right? Right now you can't see it because it's being stupid. It kind of glitches out. I'm going to back out and go back in, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. Once you realize what Lockdown gives you compared to what you would get, okay, look, you only get these 3 things, right? The plus 3 catch, the plus 3 play rec, and everything like that. Now, you see what you're going to also get power move. You see what I'm saying? You're going to get power move, you're going to get finesse move. You're adding that to corners that are, you know, specific to what you're trying to do. So what does that mean for us? That means we would have to go through the entire lineup with the exception of Ryan Shazier, because obviously we would want to keep him. He's the MUT master. We're going to keep, you know, we're waiting for his upgrade. We're going to wait on that. With the exception of it's not going to be like, it's not gonna be, you gotta get rid of everybody else. You just gotta get rid, bro, hey, everybody else gotta go. We gotta go legend pass, and we gotta get those power moves, we gotta get all that additional stuff, and we gotta move on with it. And that's pretty much what it is. As far as the run stuff is concerned, when you look at run stuff with these players, they get the impact block, block shedding, and hit power. When we add those other finesse and everything else like that, you might be saying to me like, yo, Gmi, but what about the D tackles and everything like that? Let me give you an example of what would happen to Alan Page. We're gonna go take a look at Alan Page right now. When you see, look, the finesse and the power moves on Alan Page, he's going to automatically get to a 99, right? Because with run stuff, his block shedding goes up. But he's going to get a 99 finesse moves, and we're going to increase his power moves. Not only that, his catching, his man, and zone. Even though his man coverage and all that stuff is very, very low, that's not what it's about. It's just the fact that you're getting a different variation of 2 things, and you're getting more to the same card. So even though he's not using like press, he's not using the zone coverage, he's not using man coverage, those numbers add up. So he's going to be even that better. Once they release his Ultimate Legend or whenever they do, he's going to be a godlike card. He's not going anywhere. So this is the decision that we all have to make right now. Are we willing to forego everything that we did with current players like Aaron Donald, Khalil Mack, Patrick Peterson, all these guys? Are we willing to just go away from that and just say, you know what, we're done with it. This is what we're doing. That's where I'm leaning right now. And all you guys have to write in the comment section if you want to see an all Legends team is Legends. If you guys write legends, 100 different people, you guys do this all the time. Last time, 150 people did it when I asked for 100. 100 people have to write legends, and I'm going to redo my whole team on both sides of the ball with legends, like the legend chemistries, and we're going to see how that works out for us. So we're going to be selling everything off right now and just revamping the entire squad, if that's what you guys want. Based on what I've heard in my streams, you guys would love that, but I just want to see if the field, you know, I want to feel out the YouTube audience and know if you guys want to see a whole different legend squad right in your face. Let me know, leave it in the comments, legends, and I'm going to see you guys next time. One love.